similarities, we can start being vulnerable, being able to be vulnerable with somebody who sees, admires, cares for you in and of who you are. I think, perhaps due to but what do I know, that there's a real underappreciation among modern men that for many women, bad sex can be incredibly scarring and shocking. That doesn't mean that I don't want sex or I'm voluntarily choosing not to. I physically cannot. I have not chosen to be this way. Bad sex.
Somebody sent me an interesting email. I thought it was kind of true. People criticize men for toxic masculinity, saying that men push too much and they're inconsiderate. And I agree, that's bad. And men are socialized that way, and so we ought to socialize them differently. That's a good thing. However, the flip side of that is, should we be allowed to criticize toxic femininity? Meaning women being too agreeable, not asserting themselves, not making their preferences known or aware, making the other guy aware of them. Isn't that toxic femininity? And women do that because they've been socialized that way. Why do we push them out of doing that?
Non-consensual sex and a dismal lack of raw, personal and empathetic communication between men and women, between me and whoever, has contributed to this involuntary stuntedness for me, and I'm sure for many. I think incels, for their own personal and particular reasons, can relate to this. It's easier to blame women, society, and the hypergamy for this.
No, incels cannot relate to, I can have sex with so many different people, but it's just not gonna be good sex. No, that's not something an incel is gonna relate to.
Confront the issues within yourself and admit it to yourself. It's hard, but in recognizing similarities, we can start to talk honestly. And I stand by that entirely. I think sex education in schools, in Western societies, is dismal. Inevitably, individuals are going to look online, and online is purely about turning the human being, the sexual human being, into a product or into a consumer. It isn't about fashioning you as an individual to have positive or good relationships. This is why I believe increasingly...
What? No, I was talking about another Mel I knew.
You're not. What are you doing? Why are you talking shit?
We're just hanging out.
You're talking shit.
I'm not talking shit.
You are talking shit.
This woman is doing a similar thing to you, where she's like, oh, she's calling herself an incel because she can't, because she's saying she can't find good sex. So it's like when we would argue and I would say, Mel, you probably just don't want to fuck anybody right now. And you're like, no, I really do. I just don't have anybody. And I'm like, bro, you can find guys in 50 million different fucking areas of life.
Yeah,
how can
are they any good? No.
Doesn't matter. You then cycle through them. Then go try some out.
Like a dick with the people that's sending messages to me. Would you ever? No, you wouldn't.
Mel, those are the worst messages you get. How many messages do you get?
I check my messages every day. You can go through them. It's not gonna be...
Really? How much money would you give me if I can find one attractive guy that you would have fun fucking in your DMs?
How long ago would you have sent something?
Probably within you can just tweet out right now, hey, looking for somebody in Miami that wants to hook up. Anybody, any takers?
Should I do it in my form? Like list?
Sure, you could do that. And you'd literally get like fucking, 200 attractive men.
Nah. No, definitely not. Because they don't have time to be on Instagram. I don't think they do. I don't believe it.
Okay.
Just a bunch of people that has nothing else to do. Okay.
Okay.
Men are not gonna sit there online and try to look for hot women because they already fucking have them. They just go outside. They're picked already.
They'll fuck more than one woman. It's not like they've got one woman and they're only gonna fuck one girl. If it's just guys wanting to fuck around.
Because usually if they're fucking around, aren't the girls doing that too? Have you seen what the guys look like in Miami?
Bro, half these guys will cheat anyway. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, sure. But why would I want to have someone that is a monogamous person, that gets really jealous, that might be a dickhead?
Okay, that's fine.
Shut up. What if they're what if they're an anti-fan of you? What if they hate you?
Who cares?
Let's say that they take a picture of us fucking, and then they post and said, I fucked Destiny's girlfriend.
Good for him. Congratulations.
No, it's not good. It's fucking shit. Okay? I'm scared of that. I don't like that.
Okay, if you want to put 50 million fucking qualifiers, that's fine. But just don't be like, oh, I can't find anybody. What you really mean is I can't find anybody that means this and this and this.
Shit. It's dog shit. That's
Okay.
It's like scary. I have to worry about my safety. It might be wasting my fucking time. It might be terrible. And
Oh my god, that's just exhausting. I feel so bad for you. What an exhausting life.
Why would I ever want to go out and do shit if I just feel like it's gonna be a waste of time?
Because you don't, well, the reality is you just don't want to that much. You don't care that much, which is fine.
No, I just wait for it to come naturally.
Yeah, because you don't care that much.
No, I do care that much.
No, you don't. If you did, you'd go look for it.
Sometimes I care more, sometimes I care less. But I just know it's gonna be a lot of stumbling into like the shittiest, most draining, just like bleh. Like maybe someone looks really good, but they're too young and they get like emotional.
Yeah, well, that's, sometimes it happens, but.
I don't want to have that in my life.
Okay.
I'm not a whore,
Okay, so you're just looking for like the.
No, you can fuck anything that's just living. You don't fucking fucking.
Good, yeah, true. But if I wasn't in the mood to, I would say, oh, yeah, I don't feel like I want to wait for like a high quality person, or I want to wait for somebody that I really like. I would just say that. But I would never be like, oh, I can't fuck right now. I can't have any sex right now. I would never say that.
I've never said something you're making up. I've never said that. I just said like, hey, I just don't think that there's anyone around right now that's good for me. And let's say that you're just in a phase where you just don't really feel too sexual, and if you're gonna be with someone that is really pushy. And
Yeah, that's fine. So you just don't feel like finding anybody. That's good.
Yeah,
Just say that.
You could still want to find someone. Let's say that you would basically say, hey Mel, in the other room right there, there's the most perfect guy ever. I would probably go for suck his dick.
Okay.
I would probably do it, but the thing is, there's probably a lot of things that makes him not that cool, okay? And I have to explore that entire fucking thing before I do anything.
It's just a hookup. How is this okay? Listen.
Because of safety reasons.
Oh my God! How many of these people are actually?
Some men don't fucking shower like.
Oh my goodness! Oh, now it's.
Okay.
Oh no! Now it's a mess. Some men don't shower.
Steven
Listen,
did not-
I love you.
Hold on.
I love you.
Steven didn't shower after gym yesterday and went to bed. Okay?
Oh my
and
goodness!
I noticed.
Wow.
Yeah. So some men don't even shower.
Okay.
And why would I want to suck a dick that smells like pee? This has happened before. I don't want to do that. I have to like know. How often do you shower? Shower 3 times a day. Why would I want to do that? It's just like if I'm just going on Bumble or Tinder or whatever, and I'm just finding just a random dude, like the first one to swipe, and I'm just a prostitute at that point. It's not gonna be a good time for me. It's gonna be fucking dog shit. A lot of guys are so bad at oral. They don't know how to fuck around. They're gross. They're weird. Okay. Most of them are weird. No, yeah, shower 3 times a day. Okay, that's what I need. A lot of people fucking suck, okay? They don't take care of themselves. You've seen a lot of dudes. You've seen a dude. It's weird. We did actually swipe on Bumble that day, and we did see a really good guy.
There's tons of good guys. You just don't care that much.
That guy unmatched me.
Good, that's fine.
No.
That's probably because he knows you're being a fucking princess.
Wait, am I not allowed to be picky?
You can be. You just don't know what it's like for a normal dude trying to like fuck.
That's not my problem.
That's fine. Then I didn't say it was. But you can't you just can't do the thing where it's like, oh yeah, like I really want to have sex with somebody right now, blah blah blah, like, cause that shit creates serial killers.
I haven't said that.
Okay, then that's fine. Then I don't know why you're even in this conversation then.
You're saying things that's not true.
Because you said that to me in the past.
But why just wait? What have I said in the past?
Because there have been times where I wanted to hook up with people, and you're like, oh, I don't have anybody that I can see, so you can't. And it's like, oh, well, fuck me, I guess. But what you really mean is, you don't have anybody that you want to see.
Since women choose partners, they are by definition balsals.
You know that there's people that I wanted to see, but those guys have been really hard to see, right?
Okay, never mind. You don't understand. You don't understand. You're like pretty girl brain. You have no idea what a normal human being's existence is like. I'm not being judgmental. I'm just telling you, you have no idea what you're saying. You just don't understand.
About what? What do I have to?
We're living in totally different realities.
Sure, but you know that. Wait, you have to say that we have definitely hooked up with people.
I don't. Nothing you say right now matters.
Wait,
nothing
why?
because this conversation is fucking retarded right now, and you're gonna trigger the fuck out of me.
What is? Okay, Are you just trying to make me look bad?
No, you jumped into this conversation.
Because you're talking about me.
I was just giving an example that women say dumb things about not having people to hook up with.
You mention my name to it? Nice.
Because it's the same type of conversation we've had before. I know we all know what you mean. You mean what I said you mean, which is you don't have ultra high quality people that are coming to you with zero effort. That's what you mean. But women will sometimes say autistic shit like, "Oh, I don't have anybody that I can sleep with," which isn't true.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Okay, that's fine.
I have never said that before.
Okay.
I just said like I don't really feel like I want to hook up with someone that isn't putting an effort into anything, sexually or anything.
Okay.
Right? Like, why would I want to do that? It's just a waste of time. That's all I've said. You can't say that. I'm just saying, I don't know if there's anyone that ever wants to like me. I've never said that before.
Okay.
That's unfair for you to say.
Okay.
Right? Agree?
I feel like you phrased things that way before,
I have never
but
said that before.
okay.
Have I, like, show me a clip of where I ever said that on stream.
I don't think we don't talk about this on stream.
But why would I say it to you privately whenever, like, I talk to stream about everything I do all the time.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's not, you're just making shit up right now. Because you are judgmental and you just...
Yeah,
that's what you do. You just get mad. You just, like, you get insult brain and just fucking go off even though I've never said that before. So,
okay.
Yeah. Really, find the clip of me saying that. Fucking do it. Yeah. And also, for the record, you do hook up with people when I'm not good with someone at the same time. Yes.
Yeah, if I lie about it, yeah. Only when I'm cheating.
Yeah, but in the past, when you were not cheating, we would do things not at the same time. But then you would be cheating sometimes, and I'd be like, okay, now things are getting a lot more complicated.
Okay, well.
He's a cheater.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yep. And when you start cheating, then I get uncomfortable in the
Okay,
relationship.
nice.
So why would I ever be
True.
okay with anything if you're not even being honest?
Absolutely
it's
true.
It's an open relationship, but you can't even be honest.
Yeah, because I can't see someone unless you're seeing someone at the same time, and
That's
half the
the
time you're like,
rule.
oh, I don't feel like
That's
seeing
the
anybody for
rule.
4
That's
months,
the rule.
and you're like, oh, well, you know, I don't have anybody that wants to have sex with me right now. And it's like,
That's
okay,
a
you can hop
rule.
on Tinder and find
That's a
fucking anybody.
rule.
Yeah.
That's a rule that we made a lot, like years later after we started dating. But before
True.
that, you were cheating when we had an open relationship. You would just be like, not tell me shit. And then I would find out later.
Yeah, because I thought when we did an open relationship means we can fuck whoever we want to fuck.
that's
Not
not
I have to
it.
wait until Mel finds the
Yeah.
perfect 10 out of 10
That's
fucking
not it.
Giga Chad to fucking roll into her life with zero fucking effort by her, and I'm sitting here with like fucking 20 women I could fuck, and I'm gonna be like, sorry, hold on, my fucking wife is my 10 out of 10, 23-year-old fucking Swedish bombshell wife has nobody that wants to fuck her right now.
That's not true. You still, like when we started dating, this was not a requirement that we were doing. But still, you would like, we would basically have an open relationship, everything would be fine. Like we were like 2 months in, and then you would still lie about shit even though you didn't have to. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
he's just naturally a fucking liar.
True.
Probably
Based
because
and
he cheated.
lying pills.
Probably because you
Sometimes
were
you just gotta be
Did-
based.
Did Steven ever cheat on his past relationships? Yes, he did. So maybe he still has that sort of cheating brain that he has to lie about things because he's traumatized.
Holy Giga Chad.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Does it get more alpha than that? I cheat when I don't even have to. I heard from the Fresh and Fit guys that makes you more competitive, so I'm just trying to make you love me more.
He has a cheater brain. I think that's just his thing sometimes. You know, guys, sometimes people want to have an open relationship because they fuck around, but they can't stop lying about it. Even though they have an open relationship, they still fucking lie. They can't talk about things they do. Yes. And how many people has he cheated on? Several.
I think just 2.
Probably most of your relationships. you
Pretty
were
sure
cheating.
just 2, but you know.
Really? Like your wife?
I didn't cheat on my wife. Well, unless you count.
Huh?
Unless you count.
No, didn't. The first wife.
No, she wanted an open relationship and it got
Was it
fucked. That was her
communicated?
fault.
Was
It was,
communicated?
yeah.
Really?
Then she went fucking crazy.
Okay, sure. Well, how many people have you cheated?
Just you and Aaron, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I just think he kind of. Wait, you have to say you're kind of bad at communicating. Yep.
Do you want to do all the relationship stuff right now? If you want to, we can do that. I've not started. I brought up a mini thing about how silly it is that sometimes women say, oh, I don't have anybody to fuck right now. I think it's
And
silly.
then you bring up me as a fucking example.
Because you say things like that.
I don't say anything like that.
Okay.
I just say that, like, why would I want to have someone that's just gonna make me a terrible time? It's not fun. It's a bad time. I gotta make sure it's a good time. Divorce stream. No, you're fine. This has been. Hey guys, this has been the past 4 years. It's alright. We're still here. You guys haven't even seen it, okay? Yeah. Keep pushing. Mel W. Are you mad at me?
No. If you want to air relationship shit out, we can. But I'm gonna
No.
blow you the fuck up pretty soon.
You
So I'm
started
just
it.
letting you know,
said
okay?
something that's wrong.
You can keep
Correct.
listen. I will emotionally recover in 1 day, okay? It's gonna take you 2 months if you want to fucking air everything out right now. If that's what you want to do.
Oh, we're not gonna do that.
Okay, well then.
How
Cool.
much would it cost to see a Melina reaction to the specific fidelity comment?
I didn't. I just said
Without
sometimes
context.
women say autistic shit. You just said the autistic shit that I said you say.
If you're gonna bring up and say we can only see people at the same time or whatever, and it's so fucking annoying. If you're gonna say that, then I have to tell them why that is, right?
The reason why it is because you're insecure about me seeing somebody when you're not seeing somebody. That's the
Why?
reason.
Why is that?
This is why I
is
only
insecure?
date men.
Because you're used to being dating guys that are obsessed with you, and I'm not, and that makes you insecure.
It's because
Yes.
you lied to me in the
No.
past.
The only reason I've had to lie to you is because you're insecure when I hook up with people, and I never got together with you under the assumption
you
that I was
wanna
gonna have to have a fucking mom babysitting
Do
me.
you want to air it out? Do you want to bring up what happened?
Which time?
A lot of times. Do you want to bring it up all? I can see it.
Can I just play video games?
Well, you have to say that there are things that you've done that made me probably pretty insecure about the relationship, yeah?
Maybe.
You
Yeah.
don't think so?
There's been things that both of us have done.
Wait, you have to think about it a little bit more now. What do you think has happened here?
A lot of things have happened
Yes.
for not just me.
Okay. Well. There are things
Yeah.
that
there's-
makes me not too secure in the relationship that you've done.
True. I understand that. You need that.
And I'm
You
not
need that
you. I don't know
real
what you're thinking about.
hyper obsessed guy. That guy who will always treat you like a queen.
Really. So if someone isn't cheating on me, they're treating me like a queen.
Is that the only
Is
thing
that
you
what
think
you're
you...
basically saying? Yeah.
She can call up a 9 or 10 guy right now.
Max, it's hard. Well, and if we want to finish this?
Not really. Now I'm losing my fucking game. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Jesus.
Depth conversation than that. And
I think the incel should be like the word for men. We're allowed to say it to ourselves, but women are never allowed to say that word. Because when they say it, it has a different meaning. They shouldn't be allowed to do it.